Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back to show off some more plunder that I've acquired over my recent ratings. I got a couple of shirts to start things off with, which the first one I'm almost certain I showed in my last one, but just to be on the safe side in case I didn't, got this Black Dahlia Murder Funeral Thirst shirt. I actually bought this specifically to wear to the show when I went to go see them live. And they actually had it at the show in their merch booth, but they didn't have my size, so it's a good thing I picked it up when I did. And the next one comes from Unmatched Brutality, and oh my god, I am so glad I finally have a shirt from this band. And I've noticed with them that, Unmatched Brutality gets some shirts in. They don't have a huge selection of shirts, and they only seem to go up to 2X. And I always try to get 3 whenever I can, just because they seem to fit a lot better. Gives me a little more room. I don't have to worry about them shrinking or as much, or having to de-sleeve them, which I am going to have to cut the sleeves off this one because even though it's a Gildan brand shirt and I usually do really well with them, this one, the way the arms are sewn, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just going to cut it off. Plus, it's starting to get warmer weather and I do want to wear this shirt. But I did get a Brodakine shirt, and I actually saw this at the Black Dahlia Murder show. Saw somebody wearing it. I almost want to say it was Jordan from Disentomb, the vocalist. I'm pretty sure he was wearing this shirt on the back. Malleus Maleficarum. Yeah, fucking awesome shirt. I love this band. And of course, since I ordered it directly from them, I got another logo sticker. And then I got this sticker as well. And I know this is going to sound silly because normally I just throw away these invoices that they send to me, in all my orders. I, shred them up. But this one I'm actually going to keep because it's signed by Jamie. And it's like, they've never done that on any of the other ones when I've made an order. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to keep that one, though. All right, moving on to the vinyl. Finally glad to get this. I was hoping I would find it. I actually went out yesterday and was trying to find some more work pants because I needed to get a couple more pair, and I wound up, since the record stores are right there in the same general area, I had to stop there and I did pick up a few things. And this was one of them I was hoping I would find, so I'm really glad to have it. Death, Scream Bloody Gore, classic album. So glad to finally have this on vinyl. And glad to finally get this one on some format. I haven't picked up the CD yet, but I've been wanting to get it for a long time. This is Ahab with the Boats of the Glencairn. Just a standard black vinyl. Nice little gatefold there. And I was hoping there was going to be some kind of colored variant, because on the back it says strictly limited edition. So I thought, oh, well, maybe that'll be, a color variant. Not just standard black, but that works too. I'll be glad to finally hear that album. I haven't really heard anything from it. And this is another one that I was really happy to see. The first place I went to, this was the first thing I saw just sticking up, and I was like, yep, that's mine. This is Dark Funeral with the Secrets of the Black Arts. Very nice packaging here. I love the way the logo looks on this. At the back there, gatefold with the lyrics and a really awesome picture. Standard black vinyl, and this part is, yeah. Oh, so glad that it came with this. It comes with a nice big poster of the cover art. Yeah, that is definitely going to get framed, and it'll join the other framed posters that I have that I don't have the room for right at the moment. And this is another one that it was in the same place as the Dark Funeral, and I was surprised they had this in there. This is Inquisition's Ominous Doctrines of the Perpetual Mystical Macrocosm, the Tome Edition. Love that. And opens up. You got your booklet, and this folds out to show the CD artwork, the normal artwork. This all flipped around here, and the vinyl is just absolutely gorgeous. You have nice red with black splatter, and if I can get that back in there, I'll show you the other one. And this one is kind of a royal PIA to get out, but actually slid out pretty easily that time. And here's the first one, blue with black splatter. Very awesome. I absolutely love this album. This was actually the very first Inquisition album that I got. And I remember I saw it. Where did I see it? I seen it in one of the CD stores that I don't get to go to very often. And I just looked at the cover and I looked at the name. I was like, that name sounds so familiar. And went in and picked it up. And as soon as I heard the vocals, I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's who they are. All right. Next up is probably my favorite album from this band. And I know this band gets a lot of crap from people, but I really don't care. This is 6 Feet Under with Haunted. Really happy to own this on vinyl. This is probably my favorite album of theirs, like I said. And something that kind of surprised me that I didn't realize it came with is a poster. Which, as you can see, I have already got framed up and ready to hang as soon as I figure out where the hell I can hang it. Whoops, falling over. Next up is, well, I'm dropping everything. Oh, excuse me. This is the new Lacuna Coil Delirium. Really good album. Definitely harkens back to their earlier material. Nice gatefold there. Came with the CD. So, always kind of neat when they decide to throw in the CDs with your vinyl. Next up is Cobalt with, if I could read this, Slow Forever. I completely forgot the title there. Sorry about that. I had always heard the name Cobalt, and it wasn't until recently when a lot of people started talking about this album that I finally checked them out, and I really enjoyed it. So I seen this, and this is actually part of my birthday raid, I guess you can say, because I did get some of this stuff for my birthday. And then we have Moonspell with Extinct. Cannot wait to give this a listen. I haven't heard anything off of this yet, and this is actually my first Moonspell vinyl. And this actually came with a bonus DVD that has like a making of the album and stuff like that. And next up, this one is from Hell's Headbangers. I've been waiting for this to finally get released. Finally got a chance to order it, and yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Mortician, Reanimated Dead Flesh. You know, again, Mortician is one of those bands you either love them or hate them. Personally, I'm in the love them category. I really wish they would hurry up and put out some new material, but, you know, that's not really looking likely. And I went with the yellow with splatter, kind of a green splatter on it. I may end up getting the glow-in-the-dark version if it's still available here at some point, but yeah, I'm happy just to have the yellow with splatter. It's always nice to have any Mortician on vinyl, I think. Come on, get in there. Being stubborn, as usual. Alrighty. And, of course, being that this was released on Hell's Headbangers, it came with a nice poster, which I've already got, like, 2 Mortician posters hanging up, so I don't know. I may hang this one up. I may frame it at some point. I really don't know. It is kind of frame-worthy, but we shall see. And I also picked up some CDs from Hell's Headbangers. And actually, I did also pick up a couple of pins, but they're already on my vest. I got a Ghost Opus Eponymous pin and a Mortician logo pin. And this one here, if it weren't for my buddy Canyon, I would have not remembered that this even came out or even who the hell this band was, because when I first heard about them, I was so excited for this, and then I kind of forgot about him, and he happened to remind me because he said, you know, I already ordered the album, you need to get up on that, and I did. This is Ad Hominem with Larvae, Offal Swine. Really cool stuff. I mean, Pete Helmkamp, this guy just does he put out anything that's bad? I mean, I've yet to really hear anything bad that he has put out. And another one that when I saw they had this, I had to get it. This is Goat Moon with Varyat. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Oh my god, this is such a great album. I really need to get more Goat Moon in my collection. This is only like the third album that I've got from them. But it just seems like their stuff is really hard to get for some reason, or at least I'm finding it difficult. Next is Cult de Gaulle, The Rise of Lucifer. Been wanting to get some material from this band for some time now. Finally picked it up. Haven't given it a listen yet, but kind of really cool artwork there on the disc. And I love their logo. They've got such a badass logo. And this is another one that I remember Canyon got this, and I believe Maddie got this for him for Christmas one year, and that's where I first saw it. This is, hopefully I can pronounce this right, Abigor with Le Motif Lucifer, A5 Digipack. Really cool packaging. Again, I have not given this a listen just yet, but I will get around to it, and I cannot wait. Next up are a couple of used ones that I found. Got Superjoint Ritual, Use Once and Destroy. As far as I can remember, I did not have this already, and that was the only one that I was missing, so really glad to have that. If I should happen to go to file this away and realize I still have it, who knows? I might give it to a friend of mine, or you never know. Next is, I didn't even realize this was a live album. I just saw that it was a Uriah Heep album, and I needed to get some more from them, but this is a Spellbinder, and looking at it now, duh, it even says live right there, but, you know, on the spine it just says Spellbinder. So I'm thinking, oh, it's a cool, you know, it's a full-length album. No, it's a live album, but it's actually pretty damn good. I mean, they sound pretty good live. And I picked these up at the same place I got Dark Funeral and the Inquisition vinyls. This is Cough with Still They Pray. And the new Withered Grief Relic. Oh, this next one. Both Canyon and Emilio Crespo have told me about this band, and they kept saying, you know, you gotta check it out, you gotta check it out. And I found a seller on Amazon who's a new seller to me. I hadn't ordered from him before, but I'm definitely ordering from him some more. And he had this for a really good price. This is Masartham with Isolate. Holy shit. This album is just fan-fucking-tastic. I mean, it's really hard to describe this. If you love kind of, I guess you say spacey, atmospheric black metal, check this out. You will not be disappointed. The use of the keys and the synths on this are just, absolutely fucking amazing. Definitely has a potential to be in my year-end list, that's for sure. Next up, show the vinyl. Also got the CD, New Lacuna Coil, Delirium. This is the deluxe digipack with bonus tracks. And I actually pre-ordered this. Got the little booklet attached there. I actually pre-ordered this. And since I did, it came with an autographed poster. Yeah, I am so excited to finally have an autograph from this amazing little Italian goddess right here. I just absolutely love Christina Scabbia. Jim Root, you lucky son of a bitch. But yeah, moving on before I get too distracted by Christina here. Got another Misfits album. This is Static Age. And this band here is actually a Indiana band. I believe they're from Indianapolis. And I always put off checking them out for some reason. There's something about them, just, I don't know, I didn't want to check them out, but I finally gave them a shot. And I really liked what I heard. This is the Contortionist with Exoplanet. Pretty cool, kind of spacey deathcore, if you want to call it that. Really good stuff. I'm going to definitely check out their other albums. And this one, I was so glad that I was able to track this down, because I did not realize how hard it is to find this until I actually went looking for it. And this is the first Disentomb album, Sunken Chambers of Nephilim. I was able to get this from Red Rum Records, which is run by Mortician. And yeah, so glad I got this because I got basically the last copy that they had in everywhere else that I've looked. I even used the site, the Metal Detector, and you cannot find this for very cheap. You can get it on Amazon, but it's going to cost you over $20. So really happy to have that. And then Barnes & Noble has been so kind to me here lately, giving me not only 15% off coupons, but they also had a coupon for like 40% off an order. So couldn't pass that up. Picked up the Satyricon Nemesis Divina reissue. Comes in a nice, digibook. I own an original CD pressing of this, but I wanted to not only hear how this reissue sounded, but I figured I'll probably listen to this one a little bit more because I don't want to ruin the disc of the original one that I have. And Count Blaggereth will probably, mess himself when he sees this one. But I finally picked up Monotheist by Celtic Frost, and I have never heard anything off of this album until I was listening to it yesterday, and son of a bitch. I mean, this was the last Celtic Frost, and they went out on a high note. This album is so fucking good. I've got to pick up the vinyl of that. And I also picked up the new Disaster, The Oath of an Iron Ritual. Need more Disaster in my collection. I think the only other one I have is Angel Whore. Really need to complete their discography, I should say. Also got the last Weekend Nachos album, Apology, another band that I need to get the rest of their stuff, especially since they just broke up. This is their last album. Haven't listened to it yet, but like always, I will get to it. Also picked up the new Catalepsy, Gravinous Hour. Awesome album. I was actually listening to this yesterday when I went out. Technically looking for work pants and ended up buying vinyl, but I did get the work pants. I will say that I did get them. And the last one is Inherent Disease with Ephemeral. Cannot wait to give this a listen. I mean, their other stuff is just absolutely phenomenal. And, of course, to say that their drummer about knocked me on my ass when I saw him at the Black Dahlia Murder Show. I mean, how many people can say that? I'm sure a lot, because he seems to go to a lot of shows. So yeah, that is going to do it. Probably not my greatest raids video. I'm kind of spacey right now. I got a lot going on personal-wise. So anyway, I want to quit rambling and get this over with. So again, thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.